What screams, "I'm attracted to you"? I was at a Uniqlo store one Xmas season, and I caught a cute, young woman repeatedly looking at me. She eventually came up to me and asked, "Can I see what you look like in this jacket?" I obliged and tried it on. She then said, "Thanks, I'm getting this for my dad, and he's on the heavy side too." FML. Edit, thanks for all the silver to soothe the burns of Xmas past. When you can actually feel the eye contact. 1. Place hand on shoulder. 2. Hey. Edit, hey. I just realized that I've spent most of my middle school and high school years training myself to mask the fact that I had a crush on anyone instead of actually trying to communicate with those I liked. I went to dinner with a friend and someone visiting her from out of town. During the meal I noticed in the window glass reflection that the friend was staring at me with that look whenever I was turned to talk to her visitor. This was good, because I was very attracted to her. So I called her on it and embarrassed the crap out of her. She got her revenge by marrying me and having 5 kids. Edit 1, holy cow guys, a gold award and a silver award. Thank you so much. Edit 2, just some clarification for those of you remarking on the 5 kids. When I said having, I sort of meant that as a mutual thing, not that she gave birth to all 5. The truth is that only one of them is ours biologically. The others are a combination of kids we have adopted as foster parents, and kids we are in the process of adopting. Edit 3, son of a bitch, she's pregnant and it might be twins. No. I'm not making this shit up. Excuses to be near them. Let's study together, we'll get more work done. Oh, you're going that way? Me too, let's walk together. In my case, ignoring you as much as possible. Laughing when you make a shit joke, or laughing whenever you say something even slightly witty. Losing the train of thought when you walk by, while they are talking to someone else. Whenever I talk to my crush, I have an uncontrollable smile. But it's like, a big smile. And I try so hard to stop it, and I feel like I look pretty dumb most of the time. When a woman exposes her breasts to me. Oh, wait, I'm a mammogram tech. Never mind. When you're in a group, if the person consistently looks at you whenever something funny happens, they probably want to see if you're laughing, and social science claims that it's a solidly reliable measure of attraction. If the person keeps making excuses to hang out with you, they're probably attracted to you. Edit, fucking hell, morons. I didn't say if someone looks at you while laughing, it's 100% a green light that the DTF. Jesus Christ. When someone needs someone's help for a basic-ass task, I assume there is a crush involved. You don't call someone you don't know that well to come over to your house to teach you how to pump a bike tire solely because you are too stupid to use a bike pump. Touching. Outside of friendly hugs and handshakes, generally speaking, we don't touch things we don't like. At least this has been my personal experience. Every time I've noticed a girl casually touching me, it turned out she was into me. Doesn't have to be sexual at all either. A light touch or squeeze on the shoulders, arm, or leg can be very telling. I actually had to point this out to a buddy once who is terrible at picking up signals. Girl we were out with kept touching his back, arms, even messing with his hair. I was like, dude, you need to make a move because she is pretty much throwing herself at you. Apparently my fiancé dropped a whole lot of hints before we got together. A big standout was complaining that she didn't have any plans for our junior prom, and then asking me what my plans for that night were. My dumbass responded with something to the effect of fuck prom, I'll be home playing Mario. You know that look in her eyes when she's dying to have sex with you? Me neither. Just a heads up y'all, one person's signs could just be another person's personality. I have made that mistake one too many times. An erection with a drip of pre-cum on the tip. Thanks to these comments now I know scientifically that nobody likes me. I pretty much need to be finishing up having sex with the person before I allow myself to believe she's attracted to me. I'm not bad looking by any means, I just have shit luck and my friends are way better looking. When you're in a group and the person consistently looks at you whenever something funny happens. Waking up in the morning to see someone looking through your bedroom window with their dick in their hand. Ever since I was in high school, whenever I was genuinely attracted to someone, I found myself looking into their eyes and kind of evaluating their face. I'd look at the lips, eyes, hair, etc. while they talked to me. I'd also like to get really close, literally, when we talked face to face. Last man I did that to, we ended up getting married. I'm still married to him and find myself doing this to only him. I never realized I did this till he pointed it out. Screaming I'm attracted to you. Everything else is too subtle for us guys. Grabbing someone's wrist, hand and squeezing it lightly. Placing an arm around their shoulder. Any playful physical contact really is a big tell someone is attracted to you. Constant tail wagging when you are around. When I send someone a meme I know they've already seen and they still act like I'm hilarious. I'm onto you, Brenda, you meme slut. Me when I've had one too many. A female friend of mine, M, told me one night she enjoyed conversing with me because of my education but was a bit intimidated because I reminded her of her dad. I replied telling her that was the Freudiest thing I'd ever heard and we laughed it off. She confessed she loved me a couple of days later. IDK if it's just my fiancé, but she would always make an extra effort to be around me more than she already was. I stayed at her family's house often. I had a bad home life. She would switch her classes in the beginning of the year so we could have the same schedule, walked me to classes if we didn't have the same ones, and sat with me at lunch. I always thought it was because she was worried about me. I was really depressed, again bad home life, but she told me a few months ago that it was because she liked me and hoped that I felt the same way. I did, just didn't know how to express it, and I was clueless about the signals. It ended up working out though. We now have a family together and we get married in October. Why the fuck does everyone and everything scream in this subreddit? Everything my crush doesn't do. When you're a North Pole and they're a South Pole. Those fuck me eyes. In group conversation, they keep looking at you to see how you're reacting to what happens, comes up. This is instinctual behavior. The weird guy who hangs out near the bus stop. Nobody in Op's case. Eye contact from across a room. When the people tied up in my basement try to lunge at me when I go down there. If she's sitting on your face, that's probably a strong indicator that she's into you. When she tries to break you and your girlfriend up so she can have you to yourself. Playing with their hair when talking. Screaming I'm attracted to you. Good question. I wouldn't know. Whipping your clam out and saying sling me some peen. I don't get any of these signals come my way. Not even from my other half. Damn, does this mean I'm unlikable, ugly or most likely both? Usually stalkers. Can't seem to shake em. I'm pretty infamous for not being able to tell when people are flirting with me, but there's one thing that does tip me off, if they compliment my singing. I am not remotely a good singer. If they're telling me how good my singing is, then either they're buttering me up or so twitterpated that they genuinely hear it as better than it is. Lol. When they volunteer the fact that they're single. If she's single and not attracted to you, she may not go so far as to lie about having an so, but she's not going to correct you if you assume she does, and she's certainly not going to bring it up on its own. If they look at you. If they don't look at you. If they talk to you. If they don't talk to you. All in all, pretty simple stuff. An overly aggressive greetings card. When we women touch your arm, compliment you about you look like you've been working out more, or ask you to show us how big your hand is versus ours. Having mass, or alternatively energy and momentum. Edit, having an opposite electric charge also works, as well as having aligned magnetic fields. Thanks for watching. What would be your response? Leave it in the comments and see what the others say. Please also like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, take care.